season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Houston Cougars, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Texas's offense will get the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special team, everybody feeds off their great energy.
So Houston's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And as he throws, it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Hauls it in. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this...
Oh, out of space. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. Right back to the well. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third.
Touchdown, Longhorns! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. To the air, it's Wegman. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's caught. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Got his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Sweet cut there. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that.
Snags it down the right side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. Finds a little space. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The Cougars get it past the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Back to pass, it's Manning. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Pressure coming. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carter. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Washington. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. The Longhorns line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And that lead grows even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Weckman. He'll take the deep shot. Makes a grab deep. Wide open spaces. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wide receiver comes in motion. RPO complete to open the drive. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Wingo. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they're already in the...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Back to throw, it's Weckman. That's caught. It's Thomas. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Houston will be forced to punt. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. He's loose. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it. It's Baxter. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to it. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. To the air, it's Wegman. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42. Got it in the middle, it's Carter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Longhorns are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He'll set up to throw. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Weckman. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds the tight end. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They just keep firing. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incomplete.
Oh, he's got some space. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll get rid of it. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Looking to throw, it's Weckman. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Houston. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Oklahoma on your side.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys.
Turning on the Jets. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. And the Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it at the 30. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Run in the red zone. It's Baxter. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Manning. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one is perfect.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing it. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. It's a seam wide open. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Looking downfield on 1st down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And when you're trailing by a couple possessions in the fourth quarter, you can't do much of this much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk. This offense has got to find some explosive plays.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking for a man. It's Wegman. He's taking the shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. Got it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense.
And that one got away from the quarterback. They've got the lead, but it's not by much. You just can't make mental mistakes like that. The football never should have gone to that intended target, and the defense makes them pay. Could they now take the lead here in the 4th?
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself a shot to win.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pucks it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to throw it again. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to...
Gonna take a shot. Makes a grab on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Now from inside the red zone. Fires to the right. Got it! And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution.
Touchdown, Houston. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Back to pass. It's Manning. Here's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unleashes one deep. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters?